Hi friends, it's Laurie here from Lemon Yoga and welcome back to another morning yoga stretch routine with me. Before we start today, give this video a quick thumbs up, hit subscribe to join the Lemon Yoga family, and then come and meet me on your mat in a lovely wide-legged child's pose where we'll melt the heart space down towards the ground and begin to focus on our breath. Just gently pressing armpits to the ground as you stretch all the way through the spine, melting the sit bones low over the feet. Taking a deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, rise on up and then sink yourself into a puppy pose or extended child's pose. So the hips are now lifted high with the heart space melting to the ground so we can get more of a stretch into our lower back. A really nice way to wake up first thing in the morning. Breathe for a moment here, lifting the tailbone high. And then rise on up, reaching the left arm to the sky, thread the left arm under the right, walk the right hand forwards, and look under the arm towards the ceiling as you melt on down. So now we're in a really nice upper body twist. The hips are still lifting really high, and we're focused on our breath, breathing in and breathing out. From there, we'll gently press and go the other way. Right arm reaching high. Right arm threads under the left. Left arm reaching away. Look under the left arm towards the ceiling. And hold it there. Finding that space through the back of the body. Melting the right shoulder further and further to the ground. Big breaths in. And out. And just stay with the breath here and begin to gently unravel. Place the forearms to the ground now. Sink your hips and lift the heart space through. This is our Sphinx pose, a gentle back bend to start off with this morning. So hold it here, lift that heart space forwards. Let the lower body feel really heavy on the ground. Focus on your breath and release, hands to the mat. Inhale, we lift the heart space. Exhale, release. And again, inhale, we're lifting to cobra. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, we release. From there, tuck your toes, lift your hips high. We'll find a full body stretch in downward facing dog. Pedaling through the feet as we find length and space all the way through the back of the body. Maybe take a moment to press both heels to the ground before we move on from here. And we'll lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Find that stretch through the back of the body. Step the left foot through, right knee lands to the ground, lift the heart space forwards. And then when you're ready, rise on up for crescent lunge, lifting through the sides of the body, drawing in navel to spine, sending the energy upwards to those fingers. Breathing into the hips, but staying strong through the glutes here. A really nice energizing pose. Stay with the breath. Exhale to release. And from there, we're wiggling the foot over for a pigeon pose. So that left leg is down, right leg is long, and we can melt the body all the way to the ground here, trying to keep the weight through the hips even. So try not to sink into one side. And then just breathe some softness through the back of the body, all the way through the lumbar spine, right down into the glutes. Everything softening, relaxing, and letting go. Just stay with the breath. Keep melting. And then slowly we'll begin to rise on up. Your back back leg, the right leg, swings all the way round and through and in front of you. Just move that left knee out the way, reach the arms high, and then fold forwards over the right leg, just as far as you'd like to go, letting yourself melt, reaching for the foot if you can, softening into the back of the knee if you need. Stay with the breath as you breathe space, just letting the upper body become heavier and heavier. And then from there we'll begin to rise on up. We'll cross the right leg over the left, sit bones to the mat. Left arm gives you a hug, right hand behind, looking over that right shoulder. And you could also open up the left palm here, hooking the elbow, using that as a little lever to twist you further. Find length through the spine, a really lovely seated twist. Just to mobilize and get our digestive systems working and switched on this morning. Stay here, and then we'll release, rolling all the way back and finding our downward facing dog on the other side. We'll lift the right leg into three-legged dog, lifting high, finding length from the foot to the fingers. The right foot steps through, left knee dropping to the ground, eyes looking forwards. Reach the arms up high as you find your crescent lunge. Lengthen through both sides of the body, reach the fingertips high, sending the energy upwards. And gently squeeze through the glutes here, protecting your hips, tucking that tailbone, opening into the left hip flexor. Stay with the breath. And release. Hands to the mat, wiggle that foot all the way over to the left wrist so the side of the leg can land down. Sink your hips to the ground for pigeon pose and then come into sleeping pigeon. Let the body melt forwards onto the forearms. Keep the weight between the hips nice and even. You're not sinking to one side. And focus on your breath. Nice deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale, melt. Melt those hips, melt through the back of the body. Keep breathing to release further. And then you're slowly rising on up, sinking so you can swing the left leg through this time. Right knee drops to the side, reach the arms high. Fold on down, reaching for the left foot, maybe softening into the knee and just going as far as you feel comfortable here this morning. We can feel more stiff in the morning, so don't force anything here. Just let each of these poses happen naturally, and as the body begins to loosen into the pose, that's when maybe you can think about dropping a little bit lower. Breathe deeply, and begin to rise on up. We'll be crossing the left leg over the right. Right arm will give you a hug, left hand behind, sit tall, and then maybe hook the elbow, opening through the right palm. Look over your left shoulder all the way to the back of the space. Sit nice and tall with the spine. Make sure that weight's not sinking backwards or curving backwards. And breathe. Twists are so great for our digestive system, so perfect for the morning. We'll unravel from here and we'll plant our feet onto the mat now and bring ourselves into Uttanasana, a forward fold, letting the upper body hang heavy. Grab the elbows, gently swing the body from side to side, finding length through the back of the legs. Inhale to a flat back, hands onto the legs, lengthening through the spine, eyes look down. And release back into your forward fold. And again, inhale, we halfway lift, lengthen that spine. And we'll release. Bend the knees, rise all the way to standing, eyes look up. Take a little back bend here. And release to your heart space. All right, stretch the arms up. Grab that left wrist and gently pull it over to the right hand side, stretching through the left side of the body. And release. Again, reach arms high, grab the right arm this time and pull the right arm all the way over to the left, breathing space through the right side of the body. Exhale to release, back through center. Inhale, reach arms high. Exhale, swan dive all the way into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, melt and step on back for downward facing dog. From there, roll into plank. Bring the hips to the ground, lift the heart space forwards, press to the palms for upward facing dog. Lifting through the heart space, nice big back bend to finish our practice today before sending the hips high and then melting into child's pose balasana, letting yourself take a moment at the end of our practice to simply breathe and just be still. It's the best way to start our day. Just let the mind be clear, be free, and focus on the breath for as long as you can. And I want to take a moment to say thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have, leave me a comment and let me know. Hit that thumbs up button and of course hit subscribe to join the Lemon Yoga family. I would absolutely love to have you here. When you're ready, you can come on up, reaching the arms up high to finish, bringing those hands down to your heart space. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye guys.